What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we had an epic chain of events that took place with legendary retired Hall of Fame iconic superstar boxer Iron Mike Tyson. He attended a comedy show in which Iron Mike Tyson was confronted by a fan who was unruly and started challenging Mike Tyson to a fight, to a boxing match, to a fight, and saying, all I need is you to come outside. And Iron Mike Tyson just stares him down. He just looking at him. Iron Mike Tyson, his friends and the security go up to the gentleman and look to escort him out of the comedy club. As a comedian is performing on stage, and as he's being escorted out, he stops, turns around, pulls out an arm, cocks it, and starts to make assumptions towards Iron Mike Tyson's friends. But what's here that's epic about this is that Iron Mike Tyson never budged. He never batted an eye. He stayed cool, calm, and collective. He was sitting in a chair backwards. He was just looking at the guy. He never budged. He never panicked. He never said a word. He just was staring at the guy. And the guy was rattling off, pointing at everybody. And then Mike Tyson, not only does he stay cool, calm, and collective, but he stands up and he invites the guy to come over. He says, listen, come here. Come here. The guy walks over to him. Mike Tyson stands up, grabs him, and gives him a hug and holds him. And the gentleman starts to then praise Mike Tyson and start to tell everybody, I was just joking. I was only joking. And so one of the gentlemen with Mike Tyson, because we know Mike Tyson don't keep security with him, but one of the gentlemen with Mike Tyson, he starts to say, we don't joke like that. We don't play like that. You got to leave. And then he tells that guy, you need to be quiet before you lose it all right now. Paraphrasing. You need to keep quiet before you lose it all right now. That's what he tells the guy. And see, this is what the world has come to these days, where instead of just embracing somebody like Mike Tyson, and see, a lot of people could learn a lot from Mike Tyson, but then every situation is not the same. Every situation is not going to end the same. This ended with a handshake and a hug from Mike Tyson and the gentleman just placing this arm back on his waist and then walking off. Every situation is not going to end like that. So you got to be careful, right? But this is the world we come to, where you come, obviously you're a fan of Iron Mike Tyson. Obviously you're in admiration of Mike Tyson. So instead of you just saying, Mike Tyson, oh, what's going on, and greeting him, you want to challenge him because you know his background and his profession as a professional boxer and once being considered the baddest man on the planet. So instead of him just looking at Mike Tyson and saying, oh, what's going on, Mike Tyson, he challenged Mike Tyson to an altercation immediately. And Mike Tyson doesn't budge. And when he's getting escorted out, he starts to he gets even more unruly and reaches for his waistline to throw it all away. Because Mike Tyson never even budged. And you know in a physical altercation, how this more than likely is going to play out. So Mike Tyson, he never even budged. But what you getting ready to do? Throw it all away? For what? Clearly, he was under influence. But what you getting ready to throw it all away for? Let's say you had to take it there. What you going to do? Take it all from Mike Tyson and then take it all from yourself? And then what end up happening in the future when you sitting there on your hands and you got to think about what you just did or what maybe was done to you? For what? Because in reality, you're a fan of Mike Tyson. That's what it all boiled down to. You're a fan of Mike Tyson. He then ended up greeting Mike Tyson. This took place in Hollywood, California. So he ended up greeting Mike Tyson and showing Mike Tyson love and saying, Brownsville, where Mike Tyson is from. We from Brownsville. applauding Mike Tyson, showing him love. I don't understand the mentality of the society today. Why would it be your option to reach for that in that situation when nobody was putting hands on you? You wasn't in risk of losing it all. They was just escorting you out and saying we can't have that here. You challenging a celebrity, somebody who's, coming to their establishment and they have an attendance. And how does that look on this? It's called Sunset in Hollywood. So how does that fall back on them? How does that look back on them moving forward as a business with other celebrities? If this could happen with Mike Tyson here, imagine what other celebrities is going to be hesitant to come to their establishment. You messing up the business. You messing up the bag. And so they're escorting you out. And then you get so unruly that the next best option in your brain is to go reach for an arm? To throw it all away, because that's what you're going to do. Throw it all away. Ain't nothing good going to come of it. Nothing. And then nobody's going to applaud you. It's going to be frowned upon. And then you're going to sit down forever, if not worse. And there's tons and tons and thousands or hundreds of thousands and millions of people that love Iron Mike Tyson. So how that's going to play out when you get behind the walls? Like, it don't make sense. It just don't add up. I don't understand where we going today in society that we choose this to be the route. To go at a celebrity instead of just greeting them, give them the head nod. If you're a man with pride and you don't want to, I'm not one of those people. I'm not starstruck. Just give him a head nod and keep walking. Or if you are a supporter of his, go over and shake his hand. Oh, what's going on, Mike? Nice to meet you. But why get unruly and want to challenge him to an altercation? To do what? To go back and say what? Let's say you did win the altercation. What do you win? What do you get when you go back to wherever you come from, wherever you live in? Just tell people what? I challenged Mike Tyson and I was victorious? What do you get, a trophy? And if you lose, then we already know where it was getting ready to go, because you was ready to go there and nobody even put hands on you. So if nobody even put hands on you, imagine if he would have lost to Mike Tyson. Imagine if Mike Tyson would have let this situation escalate where this would have went. Because clearly we see where your mindset was. We got to do better as a community, as a people overall, as a persons overall, as a human beings overall. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. You never want to live with regret. Why do something that can't be undone? For what? What do you get out of it? And if you're not happy in your current situation, every day you wake up, you have an opportunity to reverse it. And you have your freedom to reverse it. Never take something from a man you can never give back. You never want to take something from a man you can never give back. And luckily, in this situation, Iron Mike Tyson has been faced with so many different situations in his upbringing, in his life, that he didn't even budge. It didn't even move him. He just stayed cool, calm, and collective. He kept his same train of thought, didn't budge, didn't panic. And then he understood that we broken as a people. And so Iron Mike Tyson got up, grabbed the brother, and hugged him. And what in return, what did that garner? The brother to show Mike Tyson love in return. Thank you, Mike Tyson. Brownsville, my brother, I was just joking. Now imagine if you was just joking, you took the arm off and cocked it. So imagine if you was just joking, you just let a situation escalate to a point of no return. For what? For what? If you got kids, you got a family, he got kids, he got a family, he got millions of people that love him. For what? We got to do better as a people, man, as a persons, as communities. Luckily for Mike Tyson, luckily for this gentleman, that Mike Tyson didn't let the situation continue to get bigger and bigger. And the other brother that was with Mike Tyson, he said he kept telling the brother he was joking, but then tell the brother, you keep talking, I'm going to take it all from you. But I thought you was joking. We got to do better. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.